The FC 100 has been unveiled, and here are the top 10 forwards. Now, Ale, you voted on this, which means you are completely responsible for the outcome.
Why do you do this to me, Kay? You know, when the article came out and said that I was among the voters, and I was looking around and going, well, where's the rest of the FC crew?
Ale got a name check in there.
I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a second. Am I the only one who participated and actually answered the email? Apparently so. Stevie?
I wanted to, but I couldn't work with the IT.
All right. Technology.
The technology completely bamboozled me.
Your hands were a little too greasy.
You know the spreadsheet? You know the spreadsheet?
Uh-huh.
No, it's not my game.
So how far is it off from what you voted?
Well, there must be a lot of people in this list that voted that hate some Lionel Messi because my criteria, because there was a criteria that was given to us, but it was a nebulous, bogus criteria written by Marcotti, and I'm not taking any criteria from Marcotti because this is the same man that would not allow me to order from a menu in a restaurant. He took the menu away from me. So I am not taking his criteria whatsoever. So I made up my own criteria, and I said, okay, if we're playing in my backyard, right, and the Moreno Mental, and I'm saying, who am I picking to be on my team? On the attacking players. Another criteria would be, if I'm trying to find somebody with the ball that can have an impact in the final third in the world, that is going to find a pass, so is going to score a goal, then I said to myself, who is that guy? Still in my mind, whether he plays in MLS or not, whether he plays in Inter Miami or not, still is Lionel Messi. Now, I understand that he may not be number one in most people's minds, but I don't think he's seventh. I also don't think that Vini Jr., by the way, should be as low as he is. And when I say low, he's in the top 5. But he should be higher than where he is because, frankly, right now, who's better than Vini Jr. as an attacking player, as a forward, in the world? Who is? Some people may say Kylian Mbappe. Well, if you see the performances of Kylian Mbappe in Champions League compared to the performances of Vini Jr., I think one was significantly better than the other, and that was Vini Jr. So I will say this. Whoever was voting, obviously not the rest of the ESPNFC crew, but whoever out there was voting, hates some Lionel Messi and doesn't really care a whole lot for Vini Jr.
Mark definitely filed his vote.
Yeah, I think you're trying to cause trouble now, aren't you, Kay, by asking me how I voted. I mean, listen, this vote. So many people vote across all the regions of ESPN, across the FC crew, everybody. So the Dutch guys, the Brazilian guys, the Argentinian guys. So this was a big vote, and I think we've ended up with a situation where everybody's got what nobody wants, which is, a classic vote in many ways. So I voted for many different players. I feel that I was asked to do who was the most overrated player on the list, and I chose Lionel Messi because, and Ali might want to cover his ears right now. Basically, I think that Messi at 7th is too high. I think that, we have to look back to what his last 6 months were like at PSG. He was ineffective, didn't do anything. He was poor in the Champions League. He's gone to Miami. He's done well at Miami, but I don't think the MLS is a league that compares to the big 5 leagues in Europe where the rest of these players are performing. Does he deserve to be above Phil Foden this year? I don't think he does. Messi's a great player, the best we've ever seen, but right now I don't think he should be as high as that.
There you go,
sorry,
Ali.
guys.
Messi overrated.
Well, again, he's 7th in this list. It's not like he's number 1. And I said I would not put him at number 1. And I understand if people didn't put him at number 1. I would get that. No. I'm not being a politician. I'm just defending my pick. By the way,
you can sit in the United Nations.
Okay, go ahead, Jan. You go ahead.
No,
please,
you're a politician. I love that because you are a politician. Mark is fearful. Mark is using his right, sitting in Europe and doing the right thing. You can't say the last year, and we all love Messi, and we talked about that Ballon d'Or, and we talk about FIFA awards and everything, but you can't give Jack Nicholson the Oscar every year. It's not possible anymore. Phil Foden has had a better season than Messi. Finito. I do agree with Al on Vinny Jr. because I can't see one player who is better than him at the moment. And I love the words of Mark. It's like an election. You end up someone who nobody wills. A bit like the English election at the moment, I feel, after that debate I've just been watching. But still, it is. And I think that Harry Kane on the 2nd, okay. Vinny 4th, okay. We all have a right to vote, so I think we should respect the votes. But I'll love you as a politician. I think you should go for the presidency.
Okay. Well, having said that, if you so desire, Jan, I'm going to refuse going to the presidency. That right now doesn't seem to be the best place to be. In any case, I will say this. As it pertains to Lionel Messi, and as it pertains to Vini for that matter, all I'm saying is, in the criteria that was given, all right, nothing was said about what their current level is. Because if that was the case, there were players who are actually struggled this season and who are very high on this list. Mo Salah, for example, was in the top 5 in this list. Are you telling me that he was one of the top 5 strikers in the world this season? So no. It all feels like a Lifetime Achievement Award sort of conversation. Pedri was high as a midfielder, a guy who has been injured. And Gavi, who didn't play a game, well, played a few games, but then tore his ACL, and he was high on the list in his position. I'm thinking, wait, hold on a second. Again, if this is about Lifetime Achievement Award, then I'm still giving it to Messi. And mind you, when Jan is talking about being a politician, I'll say this to Jan. He's still upset about the fact that Erling Haaland didn't win the Ballon d'Or when he was given to Lionel Messi. And now he's bringing it up in the top 100. Now he's bringing it in the top 100. I see right through you, Jan. I see through you.
Al is doing the second part of being a politician. After he's done the thing, he comfort the people, and then he go the populistic way to a Norwegian. And I haven't mentioned Erling Haaland in this. Now, absolutely, I think that Marcotti should be on this show to defend if he made the article potential. I didn't even get a chance to vote, so I'm just sitting here criticizing everybody who did.
Okay, last thoughts on the forwards here. How would you have voted if you had actually bothered to do it, Stevie? Would you have gone lifetime achievement?
I wanted to.
Would you?
How dare you? How dare you? I wanted to. I just couldn't do it.
Would you have gone lifetime achievement route, or would you have gone considering this this season?
I would have gone absolutely 100%. It should be over the last season. Should be over the last season. As football players, you're only as good as your last game, and it should be you're only as good as your last season, and because of that, a lot of these names wouldn't have been on the list, because as the boys have brought up, people like Pedri haven't played a season. So how can you even be on the list? You shouldn't be on the list if you haven't played.
Speak to Gab, Stevie. Speak to Gab.
The criteria is important.
Yeah, I'm surprised Gab let any of you choose, actually.
Well, yes, as I said, he took the menu away. I couldn't even order from the menu.
If you want to go and see and get angry at the FC Top 100 players, go and check it out over on our website. And if you don't like anything, just blame Ali Moreno, because his name is in the article.
Can't blame me.
Obviously not. Or Jan, for that matter.